Dragon Ballers, if you're looking to buy Dragon Ball Super or One Piece sealed product, make sure to get 5% off using my link to Mystic TCG down in the description. You can also sell cards to them using their Facebook link, which is also down in the description. Yo, what's up, One Piecers? Welcome back to another deck profile. Today I have a very special guest. I'm here with Gina Mack, who entered her first ever One Piece tournament at the TCG Con in Houston and managed to top 16. Gina, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. So you chose to play Blue Dofy. First of all, big congratulations for going to your first ever IRL tournament. Your first ever tournament, right?
Thank you. Yes. Since Chrono Clash, it's been the first time I've played in real life.
How crazy is it to come like so close to playoffs in your first ever IRL tournament?
It was really exciting. I didn't expect that many people to show up, so I wasn't really prepared, just for the outcome, but it was actually just really exciting to see that many people, nerve-wracking, but helped me prepare, I think, really well.
Yeah, One Piece has definitely got a lot of hype surrounding it, so the fact that you did so well at a big tournament, that's super awesome. So, okay, you played Blue Dofy. Why did you decide to play Blue Dofy?
Just leading up to the tournament, I tested using pretty much every deck except for purple, and I realized that I did pretty well with it, and it has different aspects of the deck that I really enjoyed. So it has blockers and it has attackers, and I think I needed a deck that did both.
Gotcha. So you kind of like the mix of like offense and defense?
Yes, especially being new to the card game scene, I don't really fully understand, what I'm doing yet. So kind of having a mix of both kind of secured me in decision making in the whole process.
Well, you definitely have to have some solid understanding because you did better than a majority of players at the tournament, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get right on into the main board.
Okay, so to start, I think everyone pretty much plays these. It's probably the best card in this deck. It's the Peronas. And sorry, guys, this is my first deck profile, so if I don't do this, lay these out right, you just let me know.
No, you're good so far.
Yeah, I played four one-drop Peronas. Just obviously, it's the best turn one opener. It works best with my leader effect. It also sets up pretty much my next 5 cards for me. And also was really good for killing the little pesky cards.
Yeah, like Namis and stuff.
Yeah, the little 1-2 drops, little 1,000, 2,000.
Quick question: how did you feel about games where you didn't see Perona in your opening hand?
Oh, I mulliganed, and it was a really risky mulligan, but luckily every single match after I saw Perona.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah, but it was definitely risky mulliganing and getting rid of my opening hand, so. Next, I play 4 Dofis, and pretty much for the same reason. If I didn't have a Perona and I had a Doflamingo, I was okay with it, but I really was trying for the Peronas in my opening hands. But yeah, Doflamingo, same reasons as Perona. It can be a solid attacker also, in the late game. And then next I played 4 Laws. So this is the Warlord package, right? So for my leader effect, I did 4 Laws, I did 4 Mihawks, 3 Teach, I did 4 Gecko Morias, and I did 4 Boas, and 4 Kumas. And yeah, so with these, the Kuma was really good at keeping, value on the board. And I can only play 2 Pacifistas because that's all I could fit in the deck. I put the Pacifistas out, sorry. Gecko Moria was really good for recycling these cards. The Mihawk, I didn't really play on the board. It's more my counter card. The Bow was good because I also realized that I wasn't good at keeping cards in hand. So her effect of having, a Dawn Under, being able to draw a card came in handy for me. And then the Law was really good at protecting my big cards later on.
So I have a question about 3 Teach. So sometimes I'm playing Blue Dofy and I feel like I need Teach on turn 2 if my opponent has an Nico Robin or something, or even an Okiku. So did you feel kind of that same way, or did you ever want to play 4 Teach, or what do you think about that?
I actually did feel that way because I ran into a lot of red. I actually played primarily red decks, so I noticed this was extremely useful against red. So, if I would maybe switch out for a fourth teach, just because testing wise, I didn't use teach a lot, but in the actual tournament, I didn't realize, but pretty much every single game against red, teach was really useful. So yeah, I think 4 would be beneficial in this deck. Maybe swapping a Kuma for it, or
gotcha.
Yeah, finding room for a fourth would be reasonable.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so this next card was actually a late edition, but kind of a great like value. So it's the Virgo, and that's a 5-drop, 7K. And probably going to bump this to 4 because it's just really solid on the curve. And also leading up to the bomb plays, the boss monsters. I just realized like it was hard to get rid of.
So every 5 Dawn, you just want to play one of these, huh?
Yeah. With this deck, the way I learned it is just there's really like good plays to have on your, if you're going first, you're 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, kind of, if you can have the cards, if you have the cards in your hand, there's kind of set plays for it almost.
Gotcha.
Which is really good if you're new like me. So then it's kind of...
Yeah, it helps you learn for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Anything like, just the least amount of thinking possible was really easy with this deck. But these are kind of, the big boss monsters, the 7-drop Doflamingo and then the 9-drop Mihawk. In games which I can sequence both of them, I just really found myself to be really favored. It's really hard to deal with both of them, on turn 7 and then turn 9. I play 4 Mihawk just because I'd rather kill the card than bounce it back to them.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, super solid boss lineup.
And then my last cards are just like my counters, basically. I wouldn't really play this Alvida. In certain situations I would, but I never played it in the tournament. It was used for a counter. Play 1 of Mr. 2.
Got up to 9 2K counters, yep.
And then 2 Love Mellows. I can only fit 2, but it was really advantageous, like, late game to help me also draw cards again.
So I find it really interesting you're not playing Desert Spada. Were you ever trying that card at any point?
No, I actually haven't gotten to... I'm probably going to test out this week. Yeah, I didn't get to test that card out yet.
Gotcha. So that's the overall deck list. I think it's super solid. So we talked a little bit about changing like the 4th Virgo, maybe like adding in the 4th Teach. Is there anything else you felt throughout the tournament that you wish you had changed, or did the rest of it feel pretty solid?
It all felt pretty solid, especially for my first tournament. I think everything was really a learning experience. I was trying to watch a lot of the matches, try to replay things that I was doing that I could have done better. Love Mellow is great, but I realized I didn't even play it in the tournament. So that was kind of shocking to me. I don't really know what else I would put in besides it because it's just a really solid like counter card. But what I noticed is that I was either doing really well or I wasn't. So it wouldn't have mattered whether or not I had the Love Mellow.
Oh gosh, so it wasn't like a tide turning type of card?
No, how I played this tournament, which I don't know if it's good or bad, but I really protected my life. I kind of learned with red, you just want to keep a high life because obviously they can swing and just kill, they have rush. So I tried to keep myself at really high life. And once I started getting to the bigger cards, they were focused on, removing my board versus going out my life. So like I said, like the Love Mellow wasn't really useful against red, but yeah, and I didn't see it when I played green. And then I was ahead in the mirror match because in the mirror match, I actually got to play my ideal plays. I got the 1-drop Prona, and then I got to play, my leader ability for my second turn. Then I had Virgo, then I had Doflamingo, and then I had Mihawk. So that game kind of went perfectly for me.
Awesome. So overall, you really enjoying the One Piece card game? What do you think about the game so far?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I like that it's challenging, but it's fun, and I feel like I'm learning constantly. So I really enjoy playing it, and I'm excited for the new sets to come out and to learn more about it. So yeah.
Awesome, Gina. Well, I always end these videos letting the profiler do any shout outs they want to do. So feel free to take your time. Any shout outs you want to throw out there.
Oh yeah, so major shout out to, the Crossworlds channel, because kind of listen to you guys and take your input, and it's really, I think, useful for new players like myself just to listen to experienced card players, because there are so many things that go into playing, these card games, and things that seem like common sense to you guys, experienced players that understand what they're doing, but players like me that are really new, it's not common knowledge. So it's really nice to pick up on common sense things that aren't really explained as often as it should be. Another shout out to Eden and Mystic. I was short a card and we had left one here, so I ran over to his vendor area. He was able to provide me with the card I needed, and we go to him for cards as well. Shout out to Matt for testing with me, Ryan Severin for testing with me, Dalen obviously for preparing me really well and being my testing buddy. I feel like I got really good practice against every color. So
awesome. Well, big congratulations again, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Joey.